Hello Gemini, and thank you for joining me for the February of 2020 Taroscope Psychic Tarot reading with Animal Totem cards. This is Vickie Verlie, the Rock and Roll Prophetess. I am a natural born psychic who's been reading professionally for over 30 years now. Today we're going to use the Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the main portion of the reading, my own design, and then we're going to follow up with a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, also my own design. If you're a level 2 Patreon subscriber, there will be an additional card. This month we will be using the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. And now let's go ahead and get on with the reading. The cards have been thoroughly shuffled in between videos. And then I just do a loose shuffle on camera in order for Spirit to pull the cards out that are appropriate for your reading and your message for the month of February 2020. This is for Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon. Okay, for February. And then one more. Okay, here we go. Alright, well, the court cards, which are represented by the people, are not, they're gender neutral. They're not specific to one, male or female. So they're gender neutral, so they could be anybody. You've got the Knight and the King of Swords showing up here. Now, either one or the other is probably you. These are the air sign people. And you are an air sign. The other air signs, well, it's Aries, would include, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. So maybe one could be you and another could be one of the other air signs. Usually, if the two signs, if there's a Knight and a King in the same spread, I usually feel like this is the same person over a span of time. This is them younger, and then this is them later on. Let's start at the beginning. We've got pages too. We've got a lot of people. I usually don't use the pages as actual people. I usually use them as the messengers. And I like to say all the young dudes carry the news. So there's news coming at the very first card. There's a messenger bringing you some news. Now, it's talking about fire sign energy. While we're not going to be in fire sign during the month of February, there is, however, going to be a fire sign full moon in Leo on the 9th. So there could be some news coming in the time of Leo that is going to be favorable or positive to you. There's also a Knight of Cups involved in this. So the Knight of Cups would be a younger person, possibly younger than you or less experienced than you, but not in nothing bad about it. He's in the upright position, so this represents someone who is a favorable, positive vibration, somebody who's going to be, this news may be coming from them or about them. For some of you, this could be a child. If you have grown children, maybe you're going to hear from one of your children who's away at college. I'm picking that up pretty strong. Like somebody has a child away at college or has a child who is, maybe living in another city or living abroad. It just came through, so that you could get news from them. But for some people, it looks like this might be more of a work opportunity or a business opportunity. It's going to vary from person to person. It can't be the same for everybody. Load is lifted off your back. Your load is lifted off your back, and you're just feeling better. And there is news coming about money. This is news about money. The Page of Pentacles brings news about coin, money. It could also be some kind of an earth sign connection, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or Virgo, but more or less news about money. And you get the go-ahead. You get the green light. I think I'm going to put that as your thing. You get the green light. You get the green light. Got green lighted, or whatever. I'll figure it out later. Yeah, you're going to get the green light, the go-ahead. And you're feeling really empowered, and you're feeling really like, I'm ready to go. I could conquer the world. Really focused your energy, really strong, and just for the infinity symbol is really standing out to me on top of his head. So I feel like it's just saying it's infinite. It's just infinite how far you can go with this and what you can do with this. By the way, before I move on to the next cards, just like that infinity symbol stood out to me, allow that to happen when you're looking at this spread. Allow words to stand out to you. Different words that could stand out to you could have potential meanings to them. And it could be a way that you can get a personal message in a general reading by letting those words just pop out at you. That's why I intentionally made them kind of weird looking. I mean, it's part of the whole rock and roll thing, poster art, but It also lets them kind of morph and change and move, can kind of move around if you let it. Now, I want to get to this bottom row because there's this Knight of Swords and this offer here, and then there's a Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles could be an Earth sign, a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo, or the Queen of Pentacles is, again, the money person. So it could be somebody who's offering you money. I feel, from a lot of you, this is what I feel. I feel like this is you now, and then this is you from the past. Like this is you when you were younger. So this could have something to do with something that you did when you were younger. This could have something to do with a person that you might have known this person when you were younger and be reconnecting with them again now. Excuse me. I just need a drink of water real quick. Or it could also be just something that you wanted to do when you were younger, or even did do when you were younger, and maybe you've just gone off in a different direction. It's definitely something that you were very excited about when you were younger, though. That's what I'm really picking up. In some cases, this could be a completely different person who happens to be, a younger person like that, and that you're just getting involved with. But I feel pretty strong that this is something that from the past that's recycled around again, that's come back around again, and that you're going to be really excited about again, and the news is coming. There is an element of independence, though. When the Magician shows up, it's ironic here, because here the Magician shows up, and the Magician is all about, I'm working for myself, I'm doing what I want, he's number one, and he's like, it's all, but then you just have nothing but people in the spread. So it's interesting. I mean, it could be something like I do. I mean, I work alone, but yet I'm interacting with a lot of different people. It could be like that. It doesn't have to be doing readings on camera. It could be just anything. Sometimes I'll use this card for realtors. Maybe you're working for yourself, but you're dealing with a lot of people. It's something like that. It could be for many of you. And, Geminis, you're ruled by Mercury, and you're one of the most social people in the zodiac, the Geminis are. So you don't really like to be by yourself a lot. You like to have conversation, talk, be around people. So something where you were alone all the time wouldn't suit you anyway. You want to be interacting, you want to be around people all the time, on the move, traveling. Okay, let me go ahead and start shuffling up for our animal totem. I want to make a quick announcement. I do from time to time offer these specialized readings. I have regular readings that are always available, but I offer these limited time special readings. And the year ahead has just been so popular this year, so I've decided I'm going to extend it even further. We're going to do another till the end of January, and absolutely that is the cutoff. So if you did want to get the year ahead and you still haven't ordered it, instead of emailing me, you're going to have to get it in or wait till next year. End of January is absolutely cut off. I'm extending it a little bit further. And then starting in February, I will be offering a special reading in the form of the Aries Ingress, which this is a psychic astrology reading that looks at the upcoming season with the Aries Ingress for the upcoming season with your chart, and it's a psychic astrology. So if you're interested in any of that, you can check it out on my website. But let me shuffle up for Gemini, for Animal Totem, for February. We're going to take this one, Snail, because it flipped over. Snail usually says things are moving slow, and Gemini doesn't like that. They don't like things moving slow. Beneath the stony hull is a soft and dewy side, healing deep wounds, rejuvenation, re-emerging after a period of rain. Slow down and appreciate the little things. Well, yeah, you could just be in a whirlwind of activity, but I think that's when Geminis are at their best, and they're happiest when they're in a big whirlwind of activity. The Snail is talking about maybe slowing down and taking things a little slower. Especially, I think it's, with this financial things, you don't want to just jump into anything. Even though I see that everybody in the spread, if you notice, all the people are in the upright position. So it says that tells us that they would all be favorable to work with. That nobody's out to screw you or whatever, mess around with you. That this is all good stuff. This is all good stuff. And it's really going to be a big month of financial gains for you. The other thing I think about when I think of the snail and the turtle as well, even though they're real slow-moving animals, they carry their home around with them. And that reminds me of the Gemini energy as well, because you like to be on the move, you like to be on the go. Maybe some of you are going to take off in a Winnebago or you know, one of those tiny houses or something, and just take off and take your home with you. You know, maybe that's what it's going to be. You know, it could be something like that for some people anyway. Okay. All right, I'm going to start shuffling up this Sacred Traveler. That's just going to be, if you're level 2 Patreon supporter, that's the bonus card. The way I do it is you pay one price in the Patreon subscription, and you get access to all 12 videos. You don't have to pay each video. So you can watch your sun, rising, moon, whatever you want. And I do recommend that you watch your sun, rising, and moon in these videos as well. And even watch them more than once in some cases and let those things stand out to you. All right, everybody, and do check out my website. I do have readings. I have these decks are for sale. I have t-shirts under the art section, different kinds of art. I have these adult coloring books, which really are kind of like personal growth workbooks that you can color in. So check it all out if you do want to. I appreciate it so much. It's what keeps the channel going. I want to thank everybody for everything you do, including purchasing my wares, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, which you can find in the lower right corner if you want to. It's all appreciated, and it all helps keep things going for me every month on YouTube for many years now. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of February, and I'll talk to you soon.